Holy shit. Now, I wonder if I actually gone live. I have no fucking idea. Let's find out. This might be the most scuffed thing I've ever done. Hold up. Oh, well, yep. It seems like I am in fact live. Holy shit. This might look awful. I've got the most jank setup of this. Can I put... It's probably gonna be easier to put timestamps on, obviously. Yeah, cool. Yeah, this is gonna look atrocious, isn't it? Let me tweet out about this then, real quick. Go here. No. Da-ba-da-da-da. God, I should have thought about this beforehand, shouldn't I? Oh, Jesus. Why did I not do this ahead of time? That wasn't very clever. Oh, God. oh my. Right, it's probably best to quote retweet the original tweet here, quote. So yeah, I'm live. Come hang out if you feel like it. Chat is going to look really weird on screen, as you'll probably have noticed. It looks atrociously low resolution. Don't ask, I had nothing set up, so I was having to reset up my OBS for it. And so chat looks like jank. Bear with it, deal with it, live with it. You don't have any other options unless you want to tell me how to fix it. You know, that is entirely fair. I'd actually appreciate that if you would. Go here. No. Share. Create post. Let's put a YouTube post. And live stream. Come hang out if you want to. Post. Woo! There's a bunch of notifications sent out about that. That's probably going to have annoyed somebody. Right, I can close this. There we are. Wham that off. Yeah, this is going to be something. So yeah, we're going to be doing some God knows what. It's been 2 minutes and I've basically just waffled on about getting the stream put out in places. Yeah, cool. So yeah, this is my first live stream in about 2 years, I think. Jesus. Last one was in the house before this one, because I've moved house a million times. So yeah, bear that in mind. If I seem sporadic and all over the place, well, that's because I bloody well am. I've got no idea what I'm doing. Like, this is my, as I said, first stream in a bajillion years. Yeah, let's just see how it goes, I suppose. Probably gonna do some Kubera, as I've said, and is in the title. I probably could have made a much better thumbnail for this stream, but I couldn't be asked, and I just did it as I felt like it. So, yeah, here we are. And then maybe later on we'll, I don't know, I suppose I could like a tier list or something. That could be fun. And I might play some Guilty Gear Strive, which I haven't played in a very, very, very long time. So I will be absolute horseshit at Strive if I do decide to play it. But hey, we move. It is what it is. So, we'll just do what we do, and have a grand old time. What I should probably do actually is sign in here as myself. One sec. Still getting stuff sorted out that I really should have gotten sorted out prior to clicking go live, shouldn't I? Yeah, a smarter man would have done that. You can definitely hear my keyboard type, my keyboard clicking. There we are. I bet it's going to ask me yep, of course it's going to ask me to confirm that that is me on my phone for like 19th time. Ah! It's been such a mess. Oh my god. Right, there we are. That's about the 900th notification from YouTube and Google. But like, somebody logged into your account. Yes, I know. It's me that logged in. It's me! Jesus. Right, it seems like I actually got a good connection as well. Last time I did a stream, the connection was appallingly bad. So... yeah, I actually think my filter's wonky. Hold on, let me move that. Look at this. You're getting to see the magic happen live. And by magic, I mean absolute clown fiesta. Oh my god, we got people here. Hello. Yeah, we'll probably do some actual reactions. I'm going to continue on from where we left off, well, yesterday, I guess, actually, is when that would have gone out. Yes, it was, because this is Saturday. Crazy. I know what day of the week it is. But yeah, we'll be doing some live reactions and also chatting. Bit of both, and then we might play some games later. See how things go. You know what I'm saying? Yes, how are we? How are we all? Is it good? Are you good? I hope you're good. There we are. Let me get that up. Let me get that there. This here. Right, now I can actually see chat and scroll over here. Fantastic. Yes, we'll probably focus on Kubera for the most part. Maybe I'll do some Triple S class Revival Hunter and then pick up where I finished today if I do any of that today on Tuesday, as I would normally do for those wonderful reactions. Oh, hell yeah, I just finished work. Good stuff, good stuff. I had today off, so today has been a wonderful day of basically nothing other than, you know, playing games, drinking coffee, and living life, you know. It's been a wonderful day for me. I finally finished Trails of Cold Steel 2, which took me... How long has it been since I started playing that? I think about 6 months. Oh, Jesus. That game took me an eternity to beat. But yes, I think we'll just hop in and I'll chat with you all as we're reading. This will be... I actually do need to double check that I'm on the right bloody chapter from my video yesterday. I think 226 is the right one. I'm pretty sure 226 is the right one. Yeah, 226 is in fact the correct chapter. This is going to be so scuffed. I am not built for live content. I'm not built for recording either. I'm just as a shambles in actual recordings, aren't I? And I don't edit, so I don't know why I'm saying like, yes, I'm not built for live. I can't cut out the fluff because I don't do that anyway. Right, cracking. Right, let's just get into it then, I say. Oh god, my friends are just... Oh, no! God. Yeah, it is a bit lonely. I have tweeted out everywhere. Tweeted out everywhere as if there's more than one place to tweet. Chat will probably be lonely. It'll be me and you for the time being. There's a community post and there is a X post as well. But you know, if people flood in, if people arrive and dip out, that's all good. I'll be here. Anyone can be here for as long as they need to be here, or as they want to be here. I drank a lot of water in a very short time. God, it sucks. It's so difficult being popular. My friends just keep messaging me. It's unbelievable. I can't even start reacting yet. Right, there we are. My mate just bought a coffee machine for his house that him and his girlfriend are renting. And he was just telling me about it. Anyway, because he was jealous of... He won't admit it, but it's because he was jealous that I've got a coffee machine. That's banger. But yeah, let's just hop in. Let me get chat so I can actually see it. There we are. Is it unfair? Do you think you'll be in trouble no matter how you answer? The people you killed would have felt the same. Most humans know how to think from someone else's perspective. And, even if they were carried away with anger, they do reflect and feel regret. The great thing about chat being here is you can correct me on my insane bullshit that I spout, and also fill me in on things as well, if I've forgotten stuff that I should know. There aren't that many humans unable to sincerely reflect until they die. And also correct the translations that those of you in the comments like to do. What is he? He's such a clown. Right, anyway. Carrying on. Because of the Vajra. I think there is some misunderstanding, God Kubera. I have only just collected all of the Vajra, and don't even have ability to summon God Indra. If I had been receiving oracles from God Indra since before, wouldn't there already be a rumor that this planet is protected by the King of Gods? I was just taking advice from the planet gods who were related to my ancestors in the past. Lying also counts as a sin. Especially if you're lying to a god, I'd imagine. Lying in general isn't the greatest of things, but lying to a god who is judging you in person probably isn't the smartest of things to do. Delicious, delicious hydration. Also, since I didn't do one in the week, it's your weekly reminder to exercise. Anyway, carrying on. It's not a lie. I would not dare in front of you, God Kubera. If the ones who gave you the... Oh, wait, hold on. If the ones who gave you the oracles truly are planet gods, I would have known the truth even without your words. But the reason I actually decided to ask you personally is because the one behind you is of equal or higher power to me. I mean, yeah, surely you could just use insight. And then you'd know the answer, right? Surely? Like... Surely? Yeah? Yeah? Maybe. Insight's one of those things I still don't think I still don't think I properly understand. Much like time travel in this, as everybody likes to remind me. And I'm not saying that as like a stop. No, please do. I'll get there eventually. That's... If you were just prohibited to talk about it, you shouldn't have been able to say anything at all. But you chose to keep giving me a negative answer. That means you were either ordered to lie or... No, it's not that! Oh, it's her. It wasn't from God Indra. I know who's really behind it. There's a bold fucking move coming out here. Season 3, episode 226, Ananta 15. Actually, real quick, can I might actually just put in the title right now. Oh god. What I'm currently doing. I can't type. Oh my god. There we are. There we are. Boom. New title. There we are. Telling everyone what I'm currently doing. No. There we are. Much, much better. How's things looking here? Quite good overall. Good. What? Where the... how did this woman suddenly appear to... what the fuck's going on? Is this place haunted? I let her go since it looked like she was struggling to breathe. But did she actually have something to say to Kubera? Please hear the truth, God Kubera. I really have no reason to lie on the king's behalf at all. Yeah, she fucking hates him. And I might have considered forgiving the king for a moment, but I'm not even willing to. If possible, I want him to die right here, without any forgiveness for his sins. Disrespectful! How could you say that to the king? Shh! God is before us, so shut up, stay quiet for now. I notice you bear a deep grudge against him, but it is not my place to judge that. If the one behind him is not Indra, tell me their name. It's that the one's name is unknown, for now. Is it possible for it to be unknown? If Kubera can't get the name with his insight, it must be at least a level 5 Zen god. Well, there's my answer to whether he could use insight or not. Don't know why I've got my earphones in. I'm not listening to music. I'm just here vibing. There is no such a god. Of course you may know it, God Kubera, but it's not even clear whether it's a god or not among us humans. But there is a temple. The temple is half a day's ride from here. If it's that temple, the Temple of Time, wasn't that the Temple of God Vishnu? No, God Vishnu was the Temple of Resurrection. Forget everything you saw and heard here, everyone. If you say anything outside carelessly, it will bring bad karma upon you. I need you to go there with me, now. Please, wait, God Kubera. I'll go with you. What a confusing situation. Is that human? Hates the king so much that she wants to kill him right now. But it's more important for her to let a god know about it. Let a god know about who's behind all of it. Anyway, if it's where Kubera is going, I'll have to go too. Yeah, because he's your ticket to the present, and not the past. Also, one of you many lovely Kubera fans, let me know in the comments of yesterday's reaction. I was wrong. This is way after the eradication of the AHR. I got that wrong. But hey, it wouldn't be me if I didn't get things wrong, am I right? Things were off since the beginning of the tournament, and it ended up like this. The king's foresight turned out to be right. There had been an intruder, supposedly. What? What are the guards even doing? Your Majesty, how should we deal with that all and that girl? Shut your mouth. God Kubera took them somewhere himself. We humans would not dare have any comments about it. Yeah. Thank you for full screen chat. Jesus Christ. Not that you'd have seen that, but I flashbanged myself in chat. Jesus Christ. I've literally just got like the pop-out window of chat just on the side of my screen. I could have my phone, but yeah, this is life. I only have one monitor. If only I had 2 monitors, all the space for 2 monitors. I mean, completely unrelated to the reaction. I do theoretically have space for 2 monitors, but it would be a very tight squeeze, and it would actually make looking at my monitor rather awkward when recording, because one of them has to be over there, and my microphone stand would be in the way. The other one would be fine, so I could probably have what I'm reading over there. But I'd be looking over here like this while going on. Yeah, exactly. Too much effort. Right, anyhow. They are solely victims, and I'm the one who needs to just apologize and ask for forgiveness. I have no right to blame them at all. Yeah, God, chat looks so disgusting in OBS. It's so low res. Whatever. I am not a high quality individual. I live life fucking. We just bowl. Even the king thinks he's guilty and feeling regret. I would have forgiven him right away if I were them. Yeah, I'm sure you would have. If he'd murdered your family, I'm sure you'd be just as forgiving as you're saying you'd be right now. Even though they're descendants of the knights, standing still in front of the king and on his knees are going too far. I know, such disrespectful jokes. They keep their heads raised even in front of Kubera. What am I doing? They don't have basic level. Don't they have a basic level of etiquette? Oh, thank you, YouTube pop-up. Your Majesty, please do not reproach yourselves too much. After going through such a thing when you were little, no wonder you made a better decision. No one would have... No wonder you made a better decision, Jesus. No one would have made a better decision. Isn't God Kubera only doubting you, presumptuously, and saying things because of the Vajra? No. You really, really think that? Stop trying to, curry favour with the king. All you're going to do is do the opposite, you pleb. You faceless nobody. You crowd filler. Yeah, how does that feel? Oh, Christ. We don't believe that your majesty has done anything wrong, anything deserving such blame. Yes, even if you don't get forgiveness from them. The reasonable god Yama will not blame you, your majesty. King propaganda. Real. Fools. If gods were that reasonable, the world wouldn't have come to this. Yeah, if they were, the AHR would still be around, wouldn't they? If the gods were reasonable. Good insight. You're smart. You should stop saying things like that. They say that even a word you say counts as karma in the underworld. You're gullible, Artrum. Those are lies to intimidate and control humans. It's said that in the underworld, they're busy just counting the huge sins. They say even blasphemy doesn't really exist. Stop with the nonsense! I didn't do anything! Poor gullible little kid. I say kid, I have no idea how old any of these people are. It seemed like Genon even knew that girl, right? Enon even, it's because his name's weird. I said weird, it's not weird at all. Would he from the start? Jesus Christ. Did he participate from the... Would he from the start participated in the tournament? Jesus Christ! I know what you mean, but bloody hell. I'm not even going to try and fix that. Like an assassination plan? He didn't seem like that kind of person. What do you mean, didn't seem like that kind of person? Yeah, exactly. Like, what the hell is that? What is that amalgam of words? Like, what is that? Who fucking proofread that? Did anybody proofread that? I mean, to be fair, it's not the first time I've been flabbergasted by the utter quality of, what's the word? Grammar, sentence structure, linguistic ability of webtoon translations. So I don't know why I shouldn't be surprised at this point. He made his way through the tournament, killing every enemy. It's different in a tournament where the dead will be resurrected immediately. I mean, I suppose if you know they're gonna get brought back, you're also fighting to the death. So is it really murder? Probably. Yeah, sure, maybe. I mean, if they're gonna be brought back regardless, you don't really have to feel guilty about it. But does that necessarily make you a good person? Does it necessarily make you a bad person? Probably more the latter than the former. But I guess it depends. Because obviously you're in a tournament, you're fighting to death. Everybody's in there knowing that's going to be the case. And everybody's fighting knowing that they couldn't die and are fighting to kill. So, it's probably not. I wouldn't call them a bad person for that. Even if that's the case, the type who really can't kill people only applies to people like you. Not Anon. It seemed like you had no problem with using unnecessarily overwhelming power to destroy his opponents. Even if it's a tournament where you can be resurrected, he inflicted pain on his enemy by killing them when he could get an easy victory. Then there must be something wrong with him. I mean, really? You're not shocking anyone with that assumption. It's here. In this place there was one who gathered planet gods and gave them orders. And I was hiding around here. You didn't get noticed hiding nearby? Since Kinara hid me herself. Kinara? Yes, the king of the Kinara clan. She let me make a contract with her, and even gave me the Sun Yoga Kinara magic too. He be thinking. He be thonking. Thoughts be going through he head. I don't know if God Indra was actually involved after the king collected all of the Vajra, but I'm sure that the one who has been interfering through the planet gods since long before was the one in this temple. But whose temple? If not Vishnu's. Hoomsts. It's not a word. Can you describe their appearance to me? I can't do that. I also tried to explain to Anon several times, but it wouldn't work. What? You what? Well, exactly. What do you fucking mean? Why is Rao here? Well, possibly Rao, or an ancestor, but why is Rao here? It was maybe a man with green curly hair. That's all I can describe. Why in the nine hells is Rao here? What the fuck do you mean? What the hell do you mean? Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Oh. Oh. Right. What do you mean, a man with green curly hair? Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Way. There was someone here gathering planet gods and ordering them to interfere with the king. But why? How? I shouldn't be surprised. I guess anybody could get flung around in time, for all we know. It's happened to Lise, presumably in the future, because we've seen Time Lise, who's presumably from the future. And also actual Lise, because of what happens on Conchaz. Ran, Maruna, Maruna's kind of sister, what's her name? Fuck. Even I'm forgetting her existence. Damn. Roltara. There we are. Jesus. I remembered by thinking back and remembering that she was with Ran. There we are. Kalavinka as well. That not quite who I was thinking of, but yes, you know who I meant. Yeah. I saw that. I saw that comment. I saw it. I saw you. Yeah, it's all good. I make plenty of mistakes, so I can't judge anyone. But yeah, all of them. Anyone else who's been flung through time that we're aware of? I guess not quite, but Sagara has been in the weird void space between time, wherever the fuck that weird space is. God, anyway, yeah. So I mean, it's not impossible for Rao to have been flung around through time at some point. In fact, it wouldn't actually be too shocking at all. But anyway, carry on. I'm sure. Well, I say I'm sure we'll get more info. There's no guarantee I'll get more info. So, not yet anyway. Maybe in the future, but right now, who knows? Yes, of course, the king who made the final decision would bear the greatest responsibility, but it was the planet gods who distorted facts about the Phoenix magicians and provided false information. And behind the planet gods, there was that man. How are you so sure he is the one behind it? Since I was secretly eavesdropping nearby, as I said before. Without permission, you wouldn't be able to tell the truth just because you heard it, as you can't describe what you saw simply by seeing it. It could concern an existence so superior that my insight doesn't work immediately. Then the only way to reach the truth would be by researching numerous creatures and inferring from fragments of information. But you're saying that a single human's words can point directly to the one behind all of this. Speak carefully. Your half-baked lies won't work. Did you really hear their conversation? The truth is, I couldn't hear it clearly, since it was too far away. Then did the Nastika who introduced themselves as Kanara hear it instead and tell you? Who introduced themselves as Kanara? That's an interesting way of phrasing it. I don't like that. I don't like the way you said that. I see. The target I must investigate is clear. Wait, that was... You must be afraid. If I start investigating this, you'll be punished by that Nastika. It's the same for the planet gods. At best, they are mortal existences that will just disappear when their planet dies. There are plenty of beings who can manipulate and threaten those weak gods, including Kanara, who is with you on that day. Season 3, Episode 227, Ananta 16. There are already many victims of this matter, and will be more of them. The deaths of one or more humans will make a difference. You probably didn't even expect to survive after killing the king in the first place. I'd say you have no reason to fear unexpected retribution from a Nastika. In a way, since you can avoid the sins of murdering the king, it might even be a better ending for you to die here. Does what you said apply to me too? The bracelet. Please, take it back. Against Nastika won't make a difference even if I have this. I can retrieve that item in the future anytime. I mean, yes, that's true. He can retrieve it in the future. And given the little panel before he says that, I think that is in fact what he means. Not from you, per se. But he can retrieve it. From the future. So, it's okay. I'll always be there for you. No matter what. What should I do? What if I put Kanara in danger? Anon is... See, look at Anon. Look at him being cool. He's actually, like... Anon does have, like... It's definitely the hairstyle as well. But Anon absolutely has, Ran vibes. Like, you know, just having be like just ancient Ran. At all points in time, there's been a Ran. And this is the Ran of this era. You know what I mean? There we are. Jesus Christ, I clicked things I shouldn't have clicked. Oh god. There we are. Like, he does give off Ran vibes. It's slightly more murderous, but then again, with the current state of Ran, maybe that's not too far off, actually. And with... I also, yeah, with this a Fiendish affinity, given Ran's, oh, hello, Papa Charm, as well. And also, hello to you, Marco Cat. And Filippo. I've already acknowledged you being here. Hello, everyone. Hello. See, look, chat is no longer lonely. You're no longer alone. There's now 3 of you at the very least. Look at that. Incredible. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Yeah, understandably, we should all worry for Ran. We should all very much worry for Ran. He is a poor, poor soul. He is going through many things. I mean, especially what happened in the now gone universe. What has happened to his kids. What would have happened to his kids. What is potentially going to happen to his kids. That is perfectly fine, Papa Charms. If you want to go watch the beginning of the stream, you go ahead and do that. It is it's very animosity. It's very much like what you'd be used to seeing in videos. Oh, Christ. If not, perhaps slightly more chaotic. Right, anyway. Let's resume. So you're not trembling out of fear. You're worried that you might have put her in danger? When no one would listen to me, she was the first one who did. And I was alone before I met you. And... Filippo has got the correct decision. Enjoying the stream live is arguably the correct thing. We're live, we're here, live in the moment, enjoy yourself. But if you want to go back and watch the beginning, I won't judge you, that's fine. I don't watch a lot of live streams. I assume you can put earlier parts of the stream on at like 1.25 times speed, and you'd steam through it. Also, yeah, I'm worried about a Nastika King. Lamau. They're strong. They're Gucci. Well, I say they're strong. Ananta does die, and Ananta is arguably the strongest. You know, I actually had an interesting thought recently. I say interesting thought. I'm probably not the first one to have it. But Ananta, well, I say Ananta's giving Gojo vibes. I should say there's a parallel, and Gojo is giving Ananta vibes. You know what I mean? They're both the strongest, and both are arguably despised and and hated to an extent by the very people that they are the strongest among. Ananta is, yes, he is in fact the strongest. And you know what I mean? Like, Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, this is a terrible comparison because Ananta seems like a much more complex and interesting character than Gojo. But you see what I'm trying to get at, you know? You know? Right. Let's carry on. And thought... Oh, yes. And thought there was no use in praying to the gods, either. Whereas, she was the only one who held my hand. It was destiny. The only way to describe it. If I ended up endangering her, I'll truly never be able to forgive myself. Shall we go together, then? To help her? It'll be easier for you to find her than a god, if you use the San Yoga magic to notify them. Oh shit, we in hell. Ah, God Yama. Did the other gods all leave? So, we have to clean up the mess in the end. Ugh. It's a rare sight to see that many tortured demons willing resentment. A state in which the body is given strong regenerative abilities, so that the soul fallen into hell feels the pain of punishment. Well, fuck. Fair enough. Do whatever floats you boat. Watching the stream live, catching up, doing bits and bits. Do whatever you feel like. I will not judge. We all live our lives the way we want to live them. It can't be helped. To unearth the culprit of that huge lightning storm, we had to send even the innocent humans to hell to investigate. Most of them probably don't just deserve to be in hell. God, imagine being so popular. Alright, there we go. Sorry, messaging friends. To turn them back into souls. Yeah, is killing them the only option? It is, once again. The dirty work falls to us in the end. I can't ever get used to this kind of thing. This is why no gods apply to this department. Department? I'm sorry. Department? What, the tortured souls cleanup department? You got fucking... when you can pop into existence as a god of something, you go to the god job center, you go, oh, the hours are terrible, and the pay's terrible, and the job's terrible. You know what? I'm going to join the Tortured Souls cleanup department. How do I apply for that job? Like, what? I'm sorry? The fucking... Yeah, you just you saunter on down to the bloody god job center, then, you know, you're giving you qualifications, and then you go, what department's going to work for? And like, sorry, mate, but I ain't got a degree, so it's Tortured Souls Cleanup department for you, mate. Have fun. Start on Tuesday. Got yourself a ride, and then you're buggered. Yeah, Yama does always need help. God, Jesus. I'm sorry? Whoa, what the hell did you just say? I'm sorry? Okay. Alright, little bro. Oh my god. Fair enough. You do you, I suppose. I won't judge. We all got our interests. Or they can just complete their sentence and wait until they turn back into souls naturally. Since Gajama made a provisional judgment for the investigation, he gave them the minimum sentence. Isn't the minimum sentence still 100 years in hell? It's a long time. That's a long time for the minimum sentence. Jesus Christ, you like, I don't know, stole an egg and you get 100 years in hell. Blimey. Crikey, yeah. It's quite unreasonable pain for the innocent souls to bear. It's better if we dirty our hands a little and just kill them. Mercy killing. Can a mercy killing be deemed as evil and dirtying your hands? No, not in my opinion. Especially if not they're already dead. Hey, rookie! Skirt Gajama and leave first. The three of us will wrap things up here. Thank you. Gajama, you must be tired. I'll escort you to your residence. Pink hair on a god. It's untrustworthy. An untrustworthy trait. So, who was the culprit? Anyone know? Surely you should already know this. Was it Ananta? Manasvin? Or could it have been Garuda? Oh, you don't have to answer. It's just we're talking about it so much earlier. Since this matter gave us loads of work to do suddenly, it's a big issue for us too. Anyway, with such powerful lightning, the culprit must have been one of them. I thought murder was beneath them, but it seems like that's not the case either. They might pretend to be noble. The fact that they're Nastika doesn't change. They do deserve to be considered the evil of this universe. Not all of them, perhaps. Some of the gods are probably far more evil. So you decide to label Ananta as evil? Are you all going to support this ridiculous claim now? It doesn't make sense. I won't support it. Ananta doesn't deserve to be treated like this. There's no way to treat him any better. Even with his almighty power, he just spectates all the major events that happen in this universe. Yeah, I think you're right. The upheaval is the cataclysm. I'm pretty sure. I think those are the same event. Yes. But again, I imagine one of you fellow chatters probably is more likely to know the correct answer to that. But I'm pretty sure that is the case. there were plenty of incidents that we were able to stop because we were unable to stop because we lacked the power. That guy could have well enough. Anyway, if the method Indra proposed is the best way to maintain this universe, we can only agree with it.
Right, Suya and Asvins would agree as well, I think.
I'm impatient of them to leave before hearing all of these important things. So what now? In the end, you may be the only one opposing this, Yama. Don't act like you're clean alone. I'll only make the results more miserable. Remember the souls you released in the beginning as if you were showing mercy? They're reincarnated with their grudges, so the coming of age system collapsed.
Referring to Season 3, Episode 182 to 183.
Just did a fucking...
Actually...
I do find these really funny. It does very much feel like that. But they're also nice. Especially for some of the things I've forgotten about. And the whole race fell to the waste in the end. Yeah, because you were pieces of shit. That's why the entire race fell to waste. Also, that rhymes. It's never good when people rhyme. If you just left them alone, they would have degenerated naturally and nurtured the universe to the end with their essence. But we had to wipe them out because of you. I don't quite think that's how that work. I don't think that's how that work. You understand me? But okay.
We move.
What am I doing? You've just been sitting back since then. Don't you think? You're being a little bit unfair. Yeah, exactly. Those 100 souls. No, now we're gonna kill everyone. Yeah, real. Like a few bad apples ruin the bunch. Well, actually, I suppose it's a few bad apples ruining several orchards, not just a bunch. You know, but yeah. After all, I should put an end to this. Huh? You mustn't. You must maintain your right to go to paradise. Move aside. All mortals here will lose hundreds of years of their lifespan. It won't go as you wish, Indra. So that I won't have regrets like this time. Like that time. Like this time. I will stop you this time. At any cost. Bum bum bum. To be continued. That's a cold panel there. That looks really dope. Just wiping them all. And I think the thumbnail for the chapter after this one, we saw, the bug. The one that was with, what fucking race are they? What race are the bugs, Sura? Oh, God. No. Yeah, there's someone in chat will tell me. I'm sure. Possibly. Asura, there we are. Yes. The, multiply lady who was with an Asura during that one part of the time travel bit. She was in the thumbnail. Chaos Merchant. That's pretty accurate. I mean, the first Asura we met, probably the first Asura we met. I mean, Inhura is just such a treat. She's so unbelievably unhinged. It's a wonderful thing. Right. I think I'll do one more. Get some more water. Get myself some scran. And by scran, I mean I've got some Rocky Road I want to eat. And I'll bring that up and then we'll carry on. But we'll do this one before I consider doing anything else. Kubera's already gone. I asked humans about the location of the temple to get here. But am I too late? I shouldn't have lost them while in pursuit. What the? He's going to leave that girl alone? Oh, you followed us here. What happened? What about the god? Let's stay away from here first. It's better if we don't get in the way. We should let the contractor be alone. Season 3, episode 228. Ananta 17.
Nara. Sanyogi Kinara. Sanyogi Kinara. And you brat. You said it worked within 10 times or so. But it's not even close. I might die before it works. I thought it was odd that you were casting the spell this many times. So you did it on purpose, to make me come to you. You must know that you will incur Nastika's fury if you abuse the Sun Yogan magic for notification. I'm sorry, Kinara. I knew I wasn't supposed to do it, but there was something I really had to tell you. I won't just ask for forgiveness, since this does deserve you to kill me, Kinara. But please hear me out, only for a moment. I will gladly take the punishment after, if you may. All right, so what is it that you have to say? Thank you, Kinara. So what just happened here earlier was... I see. So Kinara? Yes, Kinara headed off to look for Kinara. No. So Kubera headed off on his way to interrogate me. Yes, I believe that I have to tell you first, since it all started from me. Since you are a great Nastika, Kinara, I wouldn't think some god would be a problem for you, but...
Some god. Disrespectful of. Blasphemous, even, but as we've been reassured, blasphemy isn't real.
There could be one big...
One big? I assume that's problem.
My body's not what it used to be. I might even be able to be killed by Kubera. What do you mean?
I'm not gonna lie, Kinara, as sparked by, Marukat saying, oh no, she feels indebted to Kinara. Kinara, you're a bitch. That's all I've got to say. Like, just between me and you, Kinara, because you're here right now, you're a bitch. Carrying on.
What do you mean? I've been suffering from a disease for a long time and been able to hide it until now, but it was found out by the ones close to me recently. And they started to notice the things that happened so far. So the disease has taken its form and started to consume me. The rumor has been spreading among my clan, and there are even signs of internal conflict. My regenerative abilities have already dropped to a halves level, and my body's in a state where it's constantly collapsing.
Good. Karma.
I'm using the regeneration skill.
Breathe. Breathing is important.
I'm using the regeneration transcendental skill in myself to keep it together, but in the end, I'll have to face the death humans speak of. Well, is there a way to stop it? Something I can do to help you?
You foolish, foolish woman.
Something you can do. I do appreciate the thought. It's not something I would suggest to you who's lived a miserable life. No! What do you mean?
You've been fucking baited.
I owe my life to you, Kinara.
Very good question. Why is it collapsing and deteriorating?
I would do anything if I could help you.
Get baited, you utter fool.
Please tell me. It would be my joy to help you. If that's how you really feel, the disease that's consuming me, would you suffer it in my stead? Sorry? You are the human who uses Sanyoga Kinara magic perfectly, and you won't have any pain since you are yet empty. Rather, you will gain a huge power that you have never imagined before. It might have an easier path for your life that you devoted to revenge. But you won't be able to just call yourself a human anymore. Even hell will deny you after you die. And you will be stuck in an endless void, where there's no boundary between existence and non-existence. under the bottom of this world.
Out of bounds. So when you die, you no clip. And you end up out of bounds in the empty void. Damn. I guess that sucks.
I've heard that there aren't simply...
I've heard that there aren't simple... Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. It makes sense when the sentence continues. It makes sense. Let me jump at the gun a bit there.
I've heard that there aren't simply decided sentences, nor pardons there. A fleeting moment stretches to eons, and you will be torn apart little by little for almost an eternity. To meet complete annihilation in the end. There will be nothing left then. Your gaze is trembling. I know. It's too much, right? Since you even wanted that king punished by the judge of the afterlife as revenge. A human who believes so strongly in the world after death would make this decision. I understand. That's why I said I do appreciate the thought before. And I appreciate that you told me everything. I'll have to say goodbye to you now.
Please wait, Kinara.
She summoned Kinara? Is she out of her mind? And how's she gonna deal with the aftermath?
She'll be alright. Her intention is good, and she was just worried about her. I don't know well, but from what she said, Kinara didn't sound bad at all.
How naive. The seeker can always suddenly change depending on their mood.
Yeah, Kinara is manipulative, conniving, scummy, and a backstabber. We know this because we've seen it. Delectable hydration. Not all of them are like that. I mean, yeah, none. Well. I was gonna say Ananta's not quite like that. I don't know if I'd call Kinara sympathetic. Yes, they had that period where they were incredibly weak and kind of pushed and twisted into doing what they did. However, their desperation still led them to commit atrocities and be a leading figure in the annihilation of the AHR. I don't quite... That kind of annihilates my sympathy for Kinara before that. Yes, before that, they are somewhat tragic, you know. They're weak, they're being weakened, but then they blame that weakness on Shess and Aravata, which just isn't fair. It might be true, but it still isn't fair. So, I think I slightly disagree, but I definitely agree. Yeah, Kinara is absolutely awful. In terms of, like, characters I despise the most, I'd say I hate Kinara more than most people hate Brahma. I actually quite like Brahma because of her conniving, scummy, disgusting nature. But at the same time, you think that'd make me like Kinara. But I don't know, there's something different. It's a different flavor of scumbaggery, you know? You probably don't. I'm waffling on.
Most of them that I've met were, at least. And I've probably met more than you have.
Have you met Kinara? You haven't? Right. Yes, preferences. Exactly. Kinara is just known as the king of the Kinara clan. Congratulations for that wonderful insight. Kinara is the king of the Kinara clan. Thank you, Anan. I value your infinite wisdom. But there's not really anything else that's known about her. And there's no record of her finished magic at all. I could not be surprised when I saw her using Sun Yoga Kinara. If she's the sole contractor of an unknown magic, it probably means that she's special to Kinara. And you gotta wonder why. Because girl, I don't remember her name, or if it's even been said, but girl, isn't a pureblood human, because her eyes and hair color are different. And I'm not gonna lie, there is part of me that slightly doubts if Enan is even a pureblood human. Because again, his... Like, yeah, nah, why would I, you know, die if I was, you know, not a pureblood? You know, I wouldn't make any sense, you know? Right? But girl is absolutely not a pureblood human. Probably I mean, just from looking at her, probably a quarter. But then again, we don't know how old she is. If she's like 90, she's probably a half. Right, and she might, well, I mean, she doesn't look, she probably is a quarter, just by physical appearance. Yes, Kanara is taking advantage, yeah, absolutely. But judging by her appearance, she's probably only a quarter. Maybe she's a Kanara quarter. Who knows? With convenient attributes for Kanara to take advantage of. You know?
Yes, if we look at it optimistically, but in other words, it could also mean that she killed all the other contractors before there was any record of them. The two of you just team up to get revenge on the king?
No. Actually, I don't care about that much about revenge. My mother was a knight, and it is true that she couldn't let go of the fiendish magic. I can defend her position. That was the best choice she could make. But that's just an assumption. No one knows the truth of why they really did that. It's not like I can't understand the king's position at all. That girl's in a different position. She's not a family member of a knight. The sister of a half merchant who was working with the knights. Okay, so she's probably is a half then, but she doesn't have very Sura-like features. But then again, other than like her arms and face, we can't really see anything, so she might have Sura legs. Or more. But yeah, she doesn't look very Sura-like. And neither does her sister either, to be honest. Unless that's the same person, it's just older. Or the past, I should say. Older. Jesus. The merchant was executed, while her whole family was killed, or sold as slaves. And she was rescued by Kanara when she was being sold. It was a very unfair punishment, and of guilt by association. So she holds such a deep grudge against the king.
Then the only one who desires revenge as so badly is her. And you are just helping?
You could say that's right.
Why are you helping that? It's treason, and you could get yourself killed.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, my ass. Is he acting like Kubera since he's using Kubera magic?
Lamau. Go call it Kubera wannabe. Now that's a familiar looking visual. And there she is.
What the hell's going on down there? She said she was summoning Kanara. But that's Aravata.
I mean, it makes sense that he doesn't know, but...
I heard that Aravata takes care of things exposed to the outside world. But was she doing this type of thing too? And what is that spear? One thing that's clear is that humans doesn't look like she's okay. Anon! Huh?
Sanvigananta! Motherfucker, you did it again! You did it again! There he is, look at him. It's the goat. It's the goat. There he is, right there. The baller. The man, the myth, the legend himself. You know? The goat. Ananta. He just is a baller. You know? He's just the greatest that there has ever been. It's just dawned on me, I probably should have recorded this locally. That way I could, if I do end up doing more than just Kubera, I could have broken it up in different parts, but I could just download the stream afterward and then break it up there and upload it in different bits for the sake of spamming out extra uploads for no reason. What the fuck am I doing? I am a menace to the internet. In probably more ways than one. You could say. Right. I'm going to, real quick, go get a bit of, fill up this glass of mine. So I'll be back in, a couple of minutes. I'm also going to bring some scran, some food, if you're not from the UK. Well, I mean, if you're from the UK, you know what scran means. But yeah, get myself some food, get myself some water. I'll be back in about a couple of minutes. There'll be a BRB screen up. So yeah, back in a few. Oh my god, even this is scaled wrong. God damn it. Ah! Everything's gone so well today. I should have checked. I had to resize everything because I misclicked earlier when I was streaming, when I was setting everything up, and now this is all fine. I set this one up. I hadn't set this up. This one's not set up. I don't know why I was speaking when the BRB was on, because you couldn't see. You can't hear me because there's no mic set up for that. But yeah, let me go sort that out properly, and I'll be... That'll do. Jesus Christ. This is such... This is the greatest stream on the internet. Right, anyway, now... BRB. Alright, we back. And not only am I back, I am back with water, a cup of tea, and scran. Look at that, scran. Right, let's just sit over here. Jesus. What the fuck noises just came out of my mouth? Oh, I'm gonna take a bite of this. And then, yeah. It is. Very tasty. Right. Good stuff. And of course, very important thing to do is judge the cup of my chair's fucking sank. Hold on. Better. Yeah. Much better. It's judge the colour of the tea. So chat. We thinking this is a good cup? Thinking this is a good colour for tea? I think that's a good colour for tea. I would have been a coffee. However, faffing around with a coffee machine, especially at 9 o'clock, nah, I know I'll be gone for ages as well. It's like a 10-minute fiasco to brew a coffee. It's delicious, but it is an absolute fiasco. Right, nonetheless, I think we'll do at least 2 more, yeah. Yeah, we'll probably do at least 2 more chapters for this funky old stream. And then, yeah. Run it. I didn't even click to the next chapter. What a pleb. There we are. Now we loading. Oh, this is so much better than the stream I did 2 years ago now. That stream was atrocious. That stream was absolutely atrociously bad. Nobody here will have seen it, but it was when I first read Omniscient Reader's viewpoint. I read it in that stream. It ended up becoming 4 streams because my internet kept dying. But now, I have good, strong Wi-Fi connection. I am powerful. And so we can do this. Right. There's a resume. Oh fuck, who are you again? Which one of the Ananta names were you? Mask Boy.
What's wrong, Ananta? I've received a request for some Vega magic from an area where the magic doesn't work.
How odd. That's Vasuki. Obviously my girl. My girl. My girl! Wojax.
How on? Did someone make a mistake?
Is it even possible to reach us? This is the Sura realm.
It doesn't matter for San Yoga type, but for a San Vega type magic, the magician has to be close by.
Yeah, that's why I only stay in the Sura realm, since it's annoying to get a request to use San Vega magic.
Exactly. It doesn't even require a contract. Their dogs use his head.
That bothers me every time I go to the human realm.
Doesn't this make the gods' lives sound very cushy?
I mean, yeah, they got chilling, easier lives than you got. Fucking hell. The Sura realm's a pile of shit. It's toxic to, like, an entire clan. Multiple, even. Right? You're constantly fighting for survival. And then the gods are just like, yeah, we chill. We bowl. You know? We don't even have to really fear death. But you. Yeah, you've only just realised that the gods have cushy lives now? Just because of the magic? For real? You stupid. Hella stupid. Real big dumb.
For divine magic, I heard they don't receive direct requests from anyone but summoners. That's infuriating. Those guys should be accused of being responsible for the murder with magic as well.
Still, I'd rather know where my magic is used and intervene than it being used for unknown purposes.
And it's quite fun to pretend to listen to them and then stab them in the back.
That's so Sagara. That's so you. That's so you. That's so good. Oh no, I'm gonna get judged for my simping live. Oh no! Whatever will I do? Oh no, that's not where I want to be. This is where I want to be. I'm gonna be what I want, what I want, what I want. Yeah, my Post Malone. I'm gonna be. I could listen to music. I might listen to some music in all fairness. That sounds like a great idea. Is my desktop audio muted? It is, in fact, muted. Everything except my mic is muted in the OBS. Do I jam? Do I tunes? I think I jam out to some tunes as well. Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Hold on. Give me a sec, chat. I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. I'm gonna fiddle around with my headphones. Don't worry, we will resume soon. I just need to plug myself in and lose further touch with reality. Right. Oh fuck, that's loud. There we are, much better. Right, now I can jam. You can't hear it. I don't think you can hear it. I pray you can't hear it, because otherwise YouTube is going to murder me. But yeah, let's bowl. Enough faffing around. Let's bowl. I haven't had any. No. No important notifications. Even having fun with it is getting old. For me to request themselves is stressful. Again, another completely worthless notification. Go away. If you're not important, go away. I'm too busy for you. I pity all of you. I don't have to worry about any of that. My Sun Yoga magic is useless, so I barely get any contractors. And my Sun Vega magic is useless too, so I barely get any requests. What a pleb. Yeah, that's why it's treated like it doesn't even exist. You feel good about... Do you feel good about humans considering your magic trash? I wonder what his spells do. I will be the judge of whether it's useless or not, because I am obviously the arbiter of all things useful. He thinks it's something to brag about. Oh, our second in command embarrassing us here, even when... I don't think he's a mad genius. I think he's just mad. Mad stupid. No, I do not have a bone to pick with Vasuki. What do you mean? The other clans are gathered. It's unbelievable. They all physically cringe and die. There she is. Look at that. Fucking... This is the song I was just singing to myself a minute ago. That's terrifying, Spotify. What the fuck? Not that you know what I'm listening to. You have no way of knowing. Because I'm an evil, sly bastard.
How about this, everyone? Just blow up a city by intervening with the San Vega magic.
Philippe, you good? Hello? I mean, yeah, she's attractive, but you good, bro? She's a bug. She's a bug. Assuming this is who you're on about.
Once the rumors spread, no one will bother you for a while. Isn't it better not to get any requests because of a bad reputation like I have, than because your magic is useless like Vasuki's?
Personally, I don't think the bad reputation is much better.
Getting people's grudges isn't that good either, Ravana.
Oh, you grow up.
Ta! I'm only looking to help. Look at your reactions.
Ah, it's Ananta! Ananta. Asura!
It seems like none of you have found a fiendish magic. But why don't we just make it disappear then? Someone who doesn't have a bad reputation.
You may be... Yeah, I probably did say I won't judge. However, these eyes that don't work very well see things. I'll judge silently. And sometimes openly.
Someone who doesn't have a bad reputation like Ravana, should take charge.
What? Someone who doesn't have a bad reputation. Oh, okay. Nah, yeah, I see. There should be a... Yeah, okay. No, that's me misreading that. But, I mean, I didn't read the words wrong. I misread the grammar. and break the trust in fiendish magic itself. If humans had started to reject fiendish magic, we could justify starting a war, and we would kill two birds with one stone. You fucking evil bastard. You evil, evil bastard. You're so fucking fun. Season 3, episode 229, Ananta 18. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought, Maro. But what this I think is supposed to mean, someone who doesn't have a bad reputation, like Ravana, should take charge. As in, somebody who doesn't have a bad reputation should take charge. Using Ravana as an example of somebody who has a bad reputation. It's grammatically awkward. Is what's going on here? It's just grammatically awkward. I feel like there should be punctuation somewhere. I'm not a English graduate. I graduated with a fucking chemistry degree. You know, I don't know grammar. And look, English literature was never my thing. Or was language not my thing? No, I don't remember. That's how English as a subject is split in the UK. It's English language is lit and lang, and in one of them you study poems and Shakespeare, and the other one you do creative writing and fun stuff. Stuff I was good at. And then the other one, which I was not good at. I imagine this is Asura waffling on still. The human's current king is most hostile toward fiendish magic. Oh, such a banger! Towards fiendish magic among all the kings in history. With just a few more cases so favorable for us, we can guide him to make decisions he can't take back. Like betraying the contractor or driving them into a frenzy. We can't even make Rakshasa do that. We have to do it ourselves. I don't want to. Well, do we really have to do it ourselves? We just need... Yeah. I don't know if using an embedded clause is the correct... Because then, using an embedded clause like that still leaves the context a little bit ambiguous. At least my reading of the sentence. So... I'm not quite sure. I think so. Actually, I'm gonna, because I'm a bit mentally challenged. I'm gonna actually do like a full-on breakdown of this. So this sentence here, right? Because of the use of someone at the start of the sentence, the subject of it becomes that someone, and so using an embedded clause there would make it seem like Ravana is, attached to the subject, which is the someone, and that someone is someone that doesn't have a bad reputation. So I actually think that sentence just needs entirely reconstructing. But again, I'm not an English scholar. I have a bachelor's degree in chemistry. What do I know about the English language? We just need to be the ones who's most responsible to do it properly.
If it's the one who's most reliable, over there.
Yeah. Thank you, Zippy. That is the fan translation that is far better to read it out for you all. Although, I was going to say you can see the screen, but,
Your chat doesn't look very readable on screen, does it?
I apologize. It's just, look, I can't be asked, and adjusting the size of things in OBS is a nightmare, so I'll do it properly another time. But yeah, rather than someone who is already notorious, like Ravana, someone unexpected can step up. That is a far better translation and doesn't leave the, context ambiguous and make it into a linguistic nightmare. But nonetheless, we be here.
There's a guy who said Vega magic is a very powerful offensive transcendental.
For what happened recently, it seems like he does have an appetite for destruction. He's keeping his reputation clean, so he's perfect for a surprise attack. Oh, what a tune! Oh my god, this is a fucking banger! So I'm gonna be commenting on my music now as well. Sorry. Enough jamming out. I seem like a fucking lunatic.
Wait, what does that mean? Are you still suspecting him of the incident? We already explained that the lightning on the 11 planets has nothing to do with him.
Oh, there's Ravana in male form. Getting serious.
It was more of a claim than an explanation. Who else could do it if not Ananta? Garuda? Indra? Do they even have a motivation?
Leave Sagara alone. She says things without thinking about them, okay? She's just a bit stupid. Leave her. Stop bullying her, Ravana. Exactly. That's it. Look, like you said, Vasuki is me right now. Vasuki is me right now. Like, you do anything, Ravana, you fucking die. I have the power of Photoshop. I can edit you out. What the fuck am I saying? Oh my god, I'm such a clown, and you guys make me worse, is what I think is what I'm discovering. Oh my god. Yeah, that is probably a more accurate way of phrasing it. Sagara is smart, just not very wise. She didn't think ahead.
You can't just go saying it wasn't him, you know. I can't even Ananta can't even remember what he was doing at the time of the incident. That's enough, Ravana. I'm also in favor of someone causing trouble with powerful fiendish magic. If Ananta had acted first with the same idea, we should be thanking him. No, Asura. I don't like you making assumptions about our king as you please.
Who's this again? Is this Manasvin? Probably. If it of the named Ananta Nastika that we know.
Ananta would be the one who knows whether it's an assumption or not. No, we told you Ananta has no memory of that. Move away. What do you think, Ananta? It seems like we've got a good opportunity now. I don't want to Saturn you high.
Gah.
If it's a human, he can request something of magic all the way from the human realms, the Sur realm. Don't you think it's an optimal situation to do this?
Ananta, please don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm like reacting like, oh, another banger. This is my playlist. I only have good taste in music. I just have objectively good taste in music, you know? I'm just objectively orderly gift. What am I on about? I'm waffling. I'm yapping. No.
Sanvega Ananta, Hori Kubera. In an area where you can't use Sanvega magic, you're a divine magician who can't even make requests.
I'm actually going to drink some water. My mouth is getting a bit dry.
You must be desperate to make such a foolish mistake. Were you that close to this child? I don't want her to hate me for just killing you, so I'll forgive your rudeness this once. Stop being a nuisance and walk away. What are you going to do with her?
Interesting. And that reminds me more of Lee's. Interesting. Explain. You've got the stage. You've got the spotlight, Maro. Explain. I'm putting you on the spot. Enlighten everybody. Enlighten the audience and the future viewers. Also, since this is a live stream, say hi to the VOD viewers. Say hi to VOD Gang. Hi, VOD Gang. If there is a VOD Gang. There probably will be a VOD Gang. Because I doubt there'll be probably plenty of people that can't catch this live. Because I did it out of nowhere. And tweeted out about it 20 minutes before I went live. So yeah, go on. Go on, Mara. I'm genuinely, I'm not doing this to like be mean. I'm genuinely interested in how Anon reminds you of Lee's. Because to me, he feels more like Ran. But maybe I'm just misreading him. It depends on what other people think. Either I'm an idiot, or we're all idiots, or none of us are idiots. Yo, hello, fish. How are you? Fish! It's in all caps as well. So it's got to be said, fish! Don't want to shout because it is getting moderately late. It is 9 p.m. where I am, and I live in a non-fully detached house, so I've got to be aware of neighbours. I'm going to take a bite while Mara, you come on. Oh, we're not going anywhere until you explain yourself. Oh, there we are. I can see what you're saying. Yeah, fair enough. I think it's probably just, I'm a man with eyes, more than a man with a brain. God, what the hell does that mean? So, I see him, I'm like, hey, look at that ram. You give him ram vibes. Oh, yeah. Okay, the Golden Knight is is very on the nose. Okay, yeah, true. I won't say you've convinced me. Because I don't like being wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. You've convinced me. But I'm still not wrong. I'm gonna finish chewing. I'm going to need to turn this down a bit more. Yeah, there we are. I mean, with him forgiving the king, it kind of depends at what point for Lees we're talking about. Are we talking current Lees? If we're talking current Lees, I don't know if she would. Current Lees is currently in demon hours, so like imagining like it's Asha and Lees in that situation, okay? Obviously not one-to-ones. I'm not saying the king is the Asha in this situation, although there are parallels, and they also both have blue hair, so I can't be wrong, right? They've both got blue hair, right? I don't think Lees would actually would forgive Asha. Well, maybe I'm just misremembering things. It's still only my first read-through of this wondrous series, but you know what I'm saying. You probably don't know what I'm saying. Go away, Twitter. Yeah, Asha does also have a Vajra. You is right. You do be telling the truth. You do be spitting. Right, I've faffed around here enough. Let's carry on.
This child is about to become something different to you. If you had feelings for her, you better forget them here.
That's only easier said than actually done.
Is such a thing possible for you?
I don't... You know what? We can agree to disagree. I don't know if Lees would... She might listen, but I don't know if she'd actually forgive Asha. You know what I mean? I mean, also, Asha's not the type of person to feel bad, so this isn't quite fair. You know? Asha would not feel bad about that at all. Asha doesn't feel bad, so we know she wouldn't. But, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Is such a thing possible for you? Since you aren't...
Is such a thing possible for you? Since you aren't human?
Fine. If it's so hard for you to forget, I'll help you. If peace in mind is what you want, I'll even borrow the power of a psychological transcendental to make you so.
He's not avoiding it. Considering how fiercely he jumped into the situation, means he's giving up too easily.
I mean, if you try to bait Kanara, I feel like you're going to get fucked. Just you have to be careful in short-range fights. Simply put, they can stop everything around them and still move. San Vega or San Yoga? I can't remember which one that was. Again, Fiendish Magic hasn't gone into enough detail, so... Well, it has, just not for a long enough period of time. Oh, some nice tea. Now I'm drinking proper coffee. I fully understand the appeal of tea. I've always been more of a tea person, but now I'm more of a coffee person. But now that I'm drinking high quality coffee, I understand the value of tea, you know? Even more so as a true Brit. Tea is my fucking blood.
Oh, that magic. Sanyoga Ananta. Magic that can stop even an Azteca. But the effect didn't reach here.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's not that he's necessarily forgiven the king, he's just not focused on revenge. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You know what? The more you speak, the more you be truing. Fair enough. You know what? Good job. I agree with what you've just said, at least.
I couldn't see what happened in the middle when he had used the spell in front of the king, since I was also stopped. So the effect of the magic must be weaker than that time. His feeling magic affinity shouldn't have changed. Could it be that he's having trouble with his vigor because of the San Vega spell he used before? Why did he waste his vigor on a spell that wouldn't even activate?
To try and drag a Nanta here, I presume, is his reason. On three. Let's pull at the same time. Oh, look at Maruna. Look at him. Look at him being a good guy. Oh my god. That's so cute. That's so cute. Maybe cute's not the right word, but you know what I mean. That's so good. That's peak. Look at Maruna, man. Look at him. Look at him go. What a baller. 1, 2, 3. Let's get out of here. Time's almost up. Behind you. Capital K's here.
Put it down. That spear is not for you to use.
When you also only allowed to use it once at the beginning. You don't seem to deserve to use it anymore.
I don't think that's the same spear that Kinara used to steal Aravada's name, is it? Or is it? If it is the same spear, then I imagine that the inverse is happening and Kinara was imparting a name onto girl. Yes, okay, it is. So I imagine what was happening is the reason why girl was going to become not human anymore, as it were, is because Kinara was going to doing something along the lines of imparting a name onto her through the spear. Probably the name that was causing Kinara's existence to fucking rot. But perhaps I'm reading this wrong.
The matter from the beginning hasn't yet been finished.
Yes, it has. The consequences of taking 2 names are your responsibility to bear.
There we are.
If it took this long for you to pay for it with your death, wasn't a way better life than that of the creature that disappeared a long time ago? You'd better start preparing for the afterlife. One who used to be Kinara. To be continued. I'm jiving, chat. Currently I'm listening to Mr. Blue Sky by ELO, which is a certified banger, as everybody should agree, and unfortunately disagreement is objectively wrong, I'm afraid. I'm not afraid at all, actually, and it's punishable by death, actually, I think I'll find. But yeah, we'll do at least, this will probably be, if I don't do any more after this, will be the last Kubera chapter, and I might pivot onto something else. Maybe do a Triple S class read through. You know, live. I'll probably go to like 10, 11 o'clock and then get myself sorted for bed. Because I've got work tomorrow morning. Morning, more afternoon. I'm not into work till 11 a.m. tomorrow.
So, I got oodles of time. I'll probably end up reading till like 2 a.m. like I normally do anyway. Right, let's resume. See, fish agrees. And if all fish agree, checkmate atheists. Christ. Christ alive.
I would have readily accepted such words if they came from some short-lived mortals. But how dare you, who are most certain to survive until the end of the universe, just tell me such a thing?
We act only for the sake of the universe, which also
means it's for the sake of your own life.
Hello, welcome back, Papa Charms. Being all caught up. How are you? How have you found the stream so far? That goes to all of you. Have you all found the stream? At least those of you that have been here for an extended period of time. I hope you've been enjoying yourselves, because I've been enjoying myself. It's very different to my... I say very different. It's not actually all that different. Because I waffle on about utter nonsense anyway. But I guess, you know, it doesn't feel as lonely. I'm such a frail creature. I'm not frail at all. Moving on. No matter how chaotic the universe may become, you will survive as long as it continues to simply exist. In the end. Good, good. I am thinking I would like to do more streams in future. It's just finding time around work, and obviously I live with my parents and I don't want to disturb them by streaming late at night. So, you know, I will try and stream when I can. I'm trying to think, what am I... I'm quite busy next week. So I probably can't record next week. Record stream, because I'm going to be recording everything for next week's fucking videos. Although I suppose I could do a stream on Monday, because I don't have a driving lesson this week. But I didn't want to go gym. We'll see how things go. It'll probably be another gorilla stream, like today, where it just appears. Right, you understand? But anyway, we'll save that for future me to deal with.
In the end, the goal of your kind is to maintain a long-lasting universe. No, not universes that's worth living in. It's having a house where 100 people could all live for 100 years. It's just 10 people for them to live 1,000. It's even done by killing the other 90 and just asserting it as just.
Season 3, episode 230, Ananta 19.
We, sir, also lived under the principle of might makes right. At least we don't dress it up as just.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Kinara isn't, like, wrong here. The gods are... I would not call the gods just by any stretch of my imagination. Or probably your imagination. The imagination, some might say. Kinara isn't wrong. Because, again, yes, the gods are acting out of self-preservation. They're doing what they can to extend the length of the universe because it extends the length of their existence, right? So, of course, they're gonna favor things, actions, be they fucked or not so fucked, if it extends the life of the universe because it's to their benefit. Kinara is factually correct, or in this case, Arivata, as this form is. But yeah.
Presenting obvious selfishness as just.
Yeah, the best possible future for whom, indeed. Who rightly knows? Oh, a bit of MCR. You gotta love My Chemical Romance. Early 2000s emo music is just where it's at. I've already read that bubble, but I'll read it again just to be safe.
Presenting obvious selfishness as justice is what only shameless cowards do.
Who can't even bear the resentment they deserve. If it's based on the principle of might makes right, you ought to have died in the beginning.
I fucking... you know the feeling when you're gonna sneeze? When you feel like you're gonna sneeze, and then you don't sneeze? That's what's just happened to me. I was gonna sneeze, then I didn't, and now I'm annoyed. Such an unfortunate moment that was for me. And yes, it is everything that has kind of happened to Kanara, or Iravata, current Iravata, is her own fault. Because of her own actions. But, hey.
I was originally the first. That's no different to the principle of might makes right.
So, you do admit that killing another member of your own clan and taking their name was obvious selfishness.
You're wrong. For me.
Objection! Oh, God.
I didn't have a choice. It was a decision I made for the future of my clan.
You are no different in claiming that you were justified.
No. It really was a decision that had to be made for everyone's sake. The old human race deserved annihilation.
For what why? Why did they deserve? You can't just make a claim like, yeah, they deserve to be genocided without a justification.
And I didn't act that day. If I didn't act that day, there would have been no future for the Kanara clan.
Kubera looking disinterested as always, but there's always something on his mind, and Yama looks hurt.
What? Why are you making that face? You were the ones that bought me that spear that day. Calling me the better king.
We never visited you or agreed with your actions. There are many among the gods who were against it, and God Vishnu even grieved for a long time over it. Don't try to speak in your favor.
Another way.
Oh, such a tune. The Black Parade album is just peak music. Like, outright. It's just peak. It's so good. Fun story. The first ever song I remember hearing, it's not from the Black Parade album, but the first ever song I have a memory of hearing is I'm Not Okay by MCR. Which really set me up great for life. It's where I learned to swear at the young, tender age of like 6. And it definitely has not had an impact on my present. Definitely not. I swear. But nonetheless, Kubera.
Hiding your true intentions and only talking about the influence of those around you. Is it to find a justification for your actions? It seems that you want to believe that you were right. But the truth is different. The best future that the Kanara clan had been destined for was...
Shut it!
See, I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, you are asking the right questions. Who was it that, if Yama here, as he said, didn't visit nor agree, and Vishnu, given his grieving, didn't agree, who did? Who convinced Kinara? Who could have possibly given Kinara the idea about stealing a name? Who has plenty of names to give? And who would benefit from names being stolen? Could be Kali, but yeah, Jacob Holland, hello, welcome. If you are correct in it being Chandra and Ravana, then yeah, okay, fair. I don't remember either. Again, I'm on my first read through, so I will not remember every detail ever. Brahma makes sense as well. Brahma makes a hell of a lot of sense. That bitch. Stupid pink-haired, bubblegum blowing. Anyway.
Shut it. You are the ones who are wrong. It's impossible. I made the best decision that day. And this is the best possible result.
Oh. Oh, he's there. Oh, it's all in color again. Okay, okay. Not who I was expecting, but alright.
I say in the space and absorbing the external shock. It'd be a unique transcendental of Akasha. And Venata is here too.
It's a good fucking thing Maruda got away, innit? Jesus. Convenient timing.
Are you planning to trap me and take my name? Very well. I'm still the king of a clan. You won't land a hit on me with some spear, as long as I don't let my guard down. I did think it was odd, 2 5th Zen gods, ganging up on me already. So you had planned to kill me in advance. Akasha, you always disliked me since long ago. And Venata, you. It's as if you're seeing me in the beginning.
It's as if you're seeing me in the beginning. Like her weak self when she was, losing all of her power as Kinara before she stole Aravata's name, I presume.
Since your position in your clan is unstable, some must have approached to take advantage of you. And though they convinced you, it seems they weren't able to convince even Garuda. No, Garuda just couldn't make it since he had something else to do. Something else. It seems you didn't have anyone you can trust around you, Garuda. Alright, come at me. On behalf of Garuda, who couldn't make it, I'll just show you the power of the first king. She's trying to break the space distortion with certification. I'll interrupt the certification. Be focused on the space distortion. And Kubera, use the spear as soon as you get a chance.
Quick question. How long is left of the Ananta arc? Or series of chapters? How many episodes do we have left? Because if it's not too many, I might just make the stream going to the end of that. But if it's a lot, we'll probably stop after this chapter. Yeah. Oh, okay.
The situation looked very tense, and as I expected.
241, so there's 11 more chapters. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, well, I think we'll bring it to an end with this chapter. That way I've got a good amount of content. At least the Kubera reactions will bring to an end. For this chapter. And that leaves me with 11 chapters of Ananta. There's probably going to be at least 2. There's probably going to be 3 more videos at least. Unless I do more streams, of course. Okay. Thank you very much. Oh my god, more MCR. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, cool. Okay, that could be fun. You know what? So what I'll do... Well, as I've said, this will be the last chapter for this stream's Kubera reactions. And you know what? When I eventually get to those extra chapters, if I have time, I'll do a stream for them. And that way you can see me react to those extra chapters live. Yeah, fantastic. That is wonderful.
I made a good choice to use certification to stay away, even if I risked being noticed.
Wake up, Kinara! Kinara! Yeah, I fucking called it! I knew it!
Huh? Why is he calling her Kanara? Come to think of it, I never heard her name once so far. Was it always Kinara?
I don't think it was. I'm thoroughly convinced 'twas not. Who's after you?
What the? Who just...
Breathe!
Was there another Kanara clan member that came with Aravata? Or did the gods who came with Kubera mistake me for an enemy? Oh?
Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright then. Bro. Bro.
It's neither one of the Kenora clan, nor God. That's my father.
Bro. That's dope. That is ballin', man. Oh my god. That's unreal. That is unreal. What the hell? What the fuck? That's so confusing. What the hell is causing that, like, white? I'm not even gonna question it. It's just tweaking. Or is it because that's... There we are. That was irritating me. I just noticed it, so I've just adjusted the filter. The live scuff. The in-video scuff. It's all scuff. Bro, that's unreal. That's actually mental. Ain't no way, bro. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Garuda does look dope. But yeah, there's some mad stuff going on this planet, Titalica. 2 kings, 2 Zangods, 2 Nastika. Maruna's there. Jesus. Well, not just 2 Nastika, 2 kings. There's more than 2 Nastika. 2 full-on kings. Oh my god. Well bloody played, Kurragum. Well bloody played. That's just... Jesus, man. Oh my god. I mean, his mother's also there. Like, there's literally the entire Maruna bloodline is in this fucking scene. Oh my god. Crazy, bro. That's wild. Wow. Oh my god. Well, so I wanna... Yeah. Run, boy, run, indeed. He gotta get out of there. Do I really want to leave it there? I mean, no. But... God damn it, man. I bet you're all just there on your sides of the screen just going, you're gonna end it here, yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh, yeah? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. That's just that's just cruel. That's unbelievable. Wow. Bro, how the hell did people read this weekly? How the hell did people read this weekly? Like, how did people do it? How do you read this weekly without going mental? Oh, I'm dreading catching up, genuinely, because it's going to be, like... I have to put up with stuff like this every week, man. Every week I have to deal with stuff like that. That's crazy. I'll go away, Duolingo. I'll do you later. Duolingo's nagging me. What language do you think I'm learning? Have a gander. Have a guess. First one to get it right gets a cookie. There aren't many things it could be. It's going to be pretty easy to guess. Oh, shit. Yeah, Korrigan's insane. Like, she's... I think... I was watching a Naya video a while back. I've really got to agree. Korrigan is a generational talent when it comes to writing. Like, she is insanely good. Wow. Damn. Oh, Pub Charms, you gotta commit. You've 50-50. You've used your 50. That I'll tell you. It is one of those, but you've used your 50-50. You've got to phone a friend, which is chat. And what are the other lifelines in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's been so long since I watched that show. I mean, all authors and mangaka and webtoon artists and story writers and all, all of that. Ask the audience. There we are. Yeah, well, unfortunately, there's not really a phone a friend here, but you can most certainly ask the audience. I mean, yeah. To be fair, I gotta agree. Sometimes ORV chapters, you kind of do need to read them in bulk. This is no shade to ORV. I love the series, right? But yeah, I do kind of gotta read it in bulk. And that is unfortunately incorrect. I'm learning Japanese. I'm a weeb first and foremost before I'm a Koreaphile webtoon enthusiast. I'm learning Japanese. I've currently got a 255-day streak. I started just not long before, like 255 days. Go back. It's been term 1 of my 3rd year at uni. I started. I mean, Korean was kind of a bait choice. I mean, given I'm reading webtoons and that's most of the content of my channel as well, it was very unfair. Right. But yeah, no. It is Japanese. Nihongo wa 喋ってる、まあ、ちょっと... Oh, Spanish. I never had the option to learn Spanish when I was in secondary school. We were forced to learn a language, and my options were German and French. I then failed German at high school level for the global majority, global majority, the rest of the world. I failed high school level German. So don't expect me to speak any or read any. And I didn't do French. I'm probably more competent at Japanese than I am German. But yeah, good job. Keep up the learning of a language. Keep learning. Learning stuff is just good for you. It'll keep you active. Like with just everything. You learn a language, it'll benefit you. You learn an instrument, it'll benefit you. I can speak from experience myself and also from my own, my father, who learned the guitar. And it has definitely kept him good in his life. Oh god, what the hell just happened to the connection? Is everything fine? Is the stream Gucci? Oh my Christ. I think it's fine. Holy Jesus. Yes, learn stuff and exercise. Those are the 2 messages I will spread to the world. Learn stuff and exercise. They are the 2 most important things you can do for your future self. Think about this. Your future self is relying on you. Okay? Your future self needs you, and your past self believes in you. I'm stealing this quote. So do what's right for both your current self, past self, and future self. Alright? Get the gym! I'm definitely not an ape, I swear. I'm not a gorilla, okay? I promise. Yep. Use it or lose it. You are completely correct there, Zippy. Very, very true. Oh, some Calliope Mori. Banging. Right. I think we'll chat for a bit, as we've been doing. Do we do any more chapters, man? It's so tempting. I forgot most of the Spanish I learned, but I'm an Italian, so close enough. Yeah, sure. Sure. You know what? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's entirely fair. Duolingo's not the greatest. I'm doing it just because it's mildly convenient. And, like, I can just grab my phone and then just do it in, like, on my break at work for a couple minutes. Or right before I go to bed. It's just really convenient. I mean, German for me, believe it or not, first language, English. German words weren't too difficult to spell. I mean, you got absurd stuff like Natterwissenschaften. Filippo's Italian as well. Oh my god, what the hell? Crazy. Oh my god. I wish I was anywhere near as... No, English is interesting. I am English-British. As English as you can get. I am interesting. Leave me alone. Happy of people that utterly butchered it. What's that joke? Natterwissenschaften. Was that science? I can't remember. It's been a very long time. I might have utterly mangled the pronunciation. But yeah, I think it was science. I mean, you're not wrong that English is several languages. But, you know, if you go back far enough and you start with Old English, which is... Old English is weird, man. Ye Old English is... I mean, ye... So people that... Look, pet peeve. It's not ye. When you see ye, it's the. That's literally just the. The Y is the character thorn, which is just a th, which is a th sound. So ye is actually the. Okay? Just... Ever since I found that out, it has irritated me. Unless I've been gaslit. I don't think I have. But yeah. It's a th sound, that Y. So it's not ye old tavern, it's the old tavern. Which is just a bit... But yeah, no. English, modern English, is an amalgam of Latin, Old English, French, German, everything. It's just European. Very, very European is the English language. I mean, yeah, every language has its own. And thank you. Good. Pipe Jams, a fellow Brit. Fantastic. Hail Britannia. But yeah. The language is... It is... I get people thinking English is weird. It is a peculiar language. But obviously being an English native speaker, I find other languages' grammar structures strange. Especially with like where the subject of the sentence is and how it moves around. It's just... absolutely baffling to just foreign grammar just doesn't sit right with my Anglo brain. Oh god, let me finish this piece. No. Oh yeah, Filippo, what word in particular do you think has a weird pronunciation? I swear if you pick one of the words that's, you know, what's the name for the words that they're spelt the same but are said differently, or are said the same but spelt different, like night and night, one being the knight in armor and one being the night time. Yeah, I think it's a word for both of those. But yeah, pick up, come on, which word? You've obviously got a word in mind, or many perhaps, but you're not wrong. Absolutely not wrong. Oh, banger. What a tune. Mumford & Sons, what a band. Such a shame what happened after their second album. They just became shit. Oh. Speaking of music, Chaz, obviously from Kubera, to language, to music. What's your favourite bands? I'm interested. And what genres do you like? Or are you like me, in which if it's good, you listen to it? Because in my case, obviously I like rock, alternative rock, emo music. Gendered words and languages I also think is a bit weird. Like, a lot of European languages, German, French, Spanish, as you've said, words are gendered, and that confuses me as well. And so the prefix like le, la, die, de, and das, I think, in German. Oh, you. So yeah, I'm saying you to refer to. I can actually say you, chat, and then you fish. Yeah. You is just you. You is you. What's so hard to understand? You is you. What you mean? You know, you is you. No, I get it. Like them as well. Them can mean one person, or them can mean multiple people. Like them isn't actually necessarily plural. It can also be singular. Oh, that stretch was good. Oh my god, I've been streaming for 2 hours? Jesus. Where'd the time go? Okay, yeah, fair. No way in particular, but everything is pronounced differently from how it's written. Dog? G. No, G's a terrible letter. No, GIF or GIF. I shouldn't have picked the letter G. Oh no, which word is it? Gigantic. Gigantic's such a funny word because the G is said differently. Even though it's GI. Yeah, they're both GI, but they're said differently. Gigan. No, it's... What the fuck am I on about? But it's not GI, I can't fucking spell. You like Muse. A friend of mine in sixth form liked Muse. I've never really listened to them. But again, a mate of mine liked them, so I assume they're not half bad. Obviously, in my 500 sub Q&A that I did, start of the year now, probably. Was it the end of last year? I don't really remember. But yeah, obviously I've mentioned. But so, for English speaking artists, Ashes Remain. They sound very rock oriented, if I'm going to be honest. Just from the name. At least there's only three. At least there's only 3 genders for words. Male, female, neutral, I assume, is the 3, right? Plural. Right? If I'm remembering my German GCSEs. Oh, my German GCSEs were so cruel, man. They were just diabolical. Oh, Jesus. GCSEs in general were diabolical. They're really easy, but they're miserable at the same time. Has a roll tongue. Not a clue. Oh my god, I keep getting sidetracked, but I was talking about my favourite bands. So I've talked about it in a video, yeah. Oh, so like a Christian rock band. That's kind of tight. Yeah, that's ballin'. I've lost all train of thought other than the one I was going to make. I had a thought that was different to the thought I was originally going to make, and now I've forgotten the new thought for the original thought. God damn it, man. I was going to say, oh yes, there's a band called Primal Scream, who if you listen to, you'd be like, wait, why are they called Primal Scream? At least if you listen to some of their stuff. I was wondering, it could have been Ash and Remain could have been a band like that, but it seems not. Thing is, I really wanted to get taken out of my German classes, but the gender ratio for my class was so bad by the end of year 11 that I couldn't. And also, I was originally doing really well in German, and I stopped caring. Like, I was predicted to get, this is when GCSEs changed from letters to numbers. Before I don't know if they've changed back again, but it was when they were numbers. I was predicted to get like an 8, which is like an A in German, and then I got like a 3. But yeah, I've really stopped caring for German. It didn't go well. But when I finished my drama BTEC, because my drama went for a GCSE to a BTEC because of problems with the course. I then did extra maths. I did extra science, actually, for mine. I did triple science. Obviously, you'll know what that is. Which I find American English weirder than the standard British and Irish and Scottish. I find it to bet by. Yeah, American English isn't English. They've got like 90% of the language down. But then there's that 10% that if they figured out that 10%, America would be saved. But they just can't quite get that last 10% of the language. It's quite disappointing, really, because America seems like a nice place. I'd love to visit. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why they bothered changing from letters to numbers, because in A-levels, they went back to letters. So for my GCSEs, it was numbers, and then my A-levels were letters still. I didn't get it. I mean, my A-levels were terrible. I'm so lucky COVID happened, because the only reason I got into uni. Usually not going to be game, but whatever. It's genuine, I'm not lying, I think that's the only reason I got into uni. I got so lucky. But yeah, no. American English is wild. I dislike American English. It just, pants are not jeans or trousers, right? It's just not. It's just not. Yeah. I imagine that implies you're probably, at the very least, like 3 years older than me, I think. Or 2. When did the GCSEs even change? What year did GCSEs change from letters to numbers? I don't even remember. Was I the first year that did it? Actually, no, I think it was the first year where there were numbers, actually, so yeah, you could be an infinite amount of time older than me. Yeah, I think that was the first year where they changed. I actually found something out wild that my manager at work is actually the same age as me. And that makes me feel a bit, like, not insecure, but you know what I mean? Someone the same age as you is your boss. In fact, I mean, kind of wild that someone that used to work where I work was 2 years younger than me and was a manager, so that messed with me. I'm obviously Gen Z. Gen Z. Americanisms. Being born post the year 2000. Anyone want to stab a guess? I think, well, I was going to say stab a guess at what year I was born, but on my mug and my glass it says how old I am. So if you know how old I am, have a gander and guess what year I was born. If you find that interesting. Yes, Mario Cat, go ahead. Favorite band? Get it. If you got one, but mine, obviously I love My Chemical Romance. I grew up listening to them. 2001, almost, very close. I'll give you half a point for being within 5 years. Although, 5 years is way too wide of a spectrum. 2002, yeah, there we are. It was probably going to be the next bet. 2002 is in fact the year I'm born. And I mean, I'm not even going to bother. I mean, I mentioned my birthday video, but yeah. If you want to guess what month I was born, go right ahead. Fair. Yes, shower me with attention. But yes, I am in fact a 2002 baby. One of the older ones in obviously my school year because of when school terms start in September. I'm born late 2002, for those of you that care. But yes, favourite bands of mine, My Chemical Romance, I absolutely love. Mumford & Sons are a smaller band. The Lumineers, again, another smaller band, are very, very good. For some bigger bands, I am a big fan of the Beatles. I mean, you can't not be a fan of the Beatles. You're 7 years older, interesting. Very, very interesting. So you'd be what? You'd be 28 going on 29 then, I'd imagine. I'd imagine that is how math works. I used to be good at math. And then my A-levels proved to me I was not good at math. It's just that GCSE math was easy. No offense to people that struggled with GCSE math, of course. Or GCSE level math, high school level math. Although I say I dislike Americanisms. I mean, yeah, fair enough. If it's got a good melody, it's listenable. I mean, so Mario, you probably are like me, where there's not necessarily any genres or anything. You just, if it's a good song, you'll listen to it, which is where I basically am with music. Like, I listen to practically anything and everything. Like, whether it be English, Japanese, Korean, fucking... I don't actually really listen to any... Oh god, 29 December. I'm not gonna lie, hitting 22 in November is wild. Like, I remember starting university, yeah, I'm fresh, I'm young, I'm 18 years old. You know, you feel super young, and then those 3 years just vanished. They just... My 3 years at university feel like they just didn't happen with how quickly they went by. Unbelievable. Delicious, delicious water. Oh, I don't really listen to much European music. And by European, I mean not English. So French, German, Scandinavian, Russian, whatever. I'll listen to basically anything as long as it sounds good. Mainly if it's Japanese. I like Japanese music a lot. In fact, I'm listening to a Japanese artist right now. My beloved Ado, my queen. Oh god, she's so good. She's such a good singer. Unbelievably good. Yeah. Close to 30. That's terrifying. I dread that time in my life. Not that being 30 is old. Oh god. The halfway to 40 thing. I mean, nah. You're not old until you're like 50. You're chilling. That's my belief. Like, you're not old until you're in your 50s. Like, 40 is middle-aged, so how can 40 be old? You know what I mean? Unless you age badly and then you look older than you are. Like, there's someone I know, he's 26, but he looks like he's turning 47. You know what I mean? He's one of those people where he just looks so much older than they are. I'm sure we all know people like that. I mean, 2020 is probably going to be a common year to be stuck in, Zippy. Also, hitting that 30, that big 30, congratulations. I hope life has been treating you well and you're looking forward to your 30s debuff that will hit you. 90s rock, yeah. See, newer music, there is obviously good bands. Like, there are good bands post, and good artists good post 2010, but even pre-2010, there's not a lot of artists in the modern era that I'm a big fan of. Like, Taylor Swift, I despise. I don't like Ed Sheeran. I never liked Justin Bieber when he was huge, although that's kind of relevant given all the stuff that came out about him. Yeah, I mean, I got quite lucky. I mean, I missed basically all my sixth form period, but oddly enough, because of the big C19, my period in sixth form was so chilling. Like, I was vibing, definitely not hanging out with friends. Discord's a wonderful thing, you know what I mean? And then I was still forced to do exams at the end of it all. Year 13 was mean. God, this has been such a... okay, yeah, I definitely got to stream more. This is a lot of fun. I've enjoyed today. Well, this night, I suppose. Jesus Christ, 10 o'clock? Oh my god. Probably chat for a bit longer. I was originally planning for the stream to be like a multitude of different things, but hey, you know what? We'll just chat for a bit longer. And then end it there, I think, because it is getting a bit late for me. Let's just update the title. There we are. Look at that. Funky. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'll definitely have to try and do more of these in the future. Oh god. Oh, one scary thing, actually, I don't know why it's just, but one scary thing about hitting my 20s is like when I was younger, obviously all the famous people, like all the professional footballers and actors and all that, were older than me. And obviously for actors, the big names like Rob Downey Jr. and why can't I remember his name? Hugh Jackman, right? Those types. Obviously they're all still older than me. They always will be because that's how time works. Unless we're in Kubera, but. Jesus, seeing like footballers, like when the World Cup was on, that one kid playing for Spain that was like 16. I'm like, huh? What do you mean he's 16? That shook me. That shook me a little bit. Was it World Cup? Euros even? Or was it the World Cup? No, it was the Euros. Taylor Swift parodies are good. Yes, parodies are good. Oh my god, thinking back of the golden age of parodies on YouTube. Oh my god. Anyone here that used to listen to like Nate Wants to Battle and all of his covers? Oh my god, and parodies. They were so good. It reminds me of this painting of Queen Alexandra. She is 64. Yeah, in her painting she looks like she's in her 30s. And apparently that's how she actually looked. Debatable. I mean, sure. You know what? Who am I to... I've never seen her. Never seen the painting. So I can't judge. But, if she looks young, the power of women and makeup, if I'm being honest. If that's the one thing women have over men, is wearing makeup. Like, they can look whatever age they want. Okay? Just saying. Yep. It was like the youngster born in 1998, and now it's the youngster born in 2007. Yeah. The Zoomer generation, I love it. I disconnect myself from Zoomers because I don't feel like I'm quite the same as most Zoomers. Try to put myself on a pedestal because I think Zoomers are a scourge, especially because of TikTok. Not that I use it. I think TikTok is despicable. I am very anti-TikTok, but yeah. No, Zoomers, no, they're strange. Strange, it scares me. Zoomers scare me. I mean, look, if when I'm in my 60s I look 30, then I'll be grateful. I hope I look good. I mean, as an incredibly handsome young man, I hope I keep my looks, you know, my strapping looks into my greater adulthood, but we'll have to see about that. Depends how my skin goes with my acne. It sucks having acne in my 20s. I say 20s. I'm 21 in my 20s. Look at me, thinking I'm all hot shit. Ugh. Right. We'll let the stream end at 2.5 hours. We've got like 10 more minutes of me waffling on and yapping with you all. And then after these next 9 or so minutes, you know, I'll bring the stream to an end and I'll let you all enjoy your nights, days, afternoons, mornings, whatever the hell time it is for you. Obviously, Piper, you're in the UK. Or Britain. Oh shit, you got a travel blog? That's kind of tight. That's really cool. No, I tried TikTok for a bit. I have bad experiences with TikTok, having it become very popular during high school. Oh, here's an artist from the modern. George Ezra. I quite like George Ezra. I think he's very good. An artist from like the modern period that I like. There's one. But I'm very against TikTok. I dislike it. Yeah, I'd had one for the channel at one point, but yeah, I don't use it. Not anymore. It's basically a dead account. I could probably have used it to promote videos like I did for a little bit with shorts. I should probably get back on doing those. I didn't do them this week, but I should try. Yeah, put the effort in. If I ever want to get monetized, you know. Monetization. You know what I mean? But, yeah, who cares? I do this for fun, not for a living. God, if I did this for a living. It'd be great, but terrifying at the same time. Although I'd love to voice act, of course. That is my end goal. But to really do that, I'm going to do my own place that isn't rented, so I can get a booth installed, or at least soundproof a room. Those are goals for the future. For my self when I'm closer to 30, I suppose. Getting a house. Especially with the economy the way it is. But yeah. God. Life's crazy, huh? A metalhead beard, huh? What the hell are you on about, Maricat? Where's that come from? What prompted that? Yeah, I would love, again, thank you. I appreciate the support, but yes, thank you. Also, I should probably make an Instagram for the channel as well. That would be useful. Then I've got like basically every social media platform down. 'Cause I mean, I have Twitter or YouTube. I don't have Twitch, but I do. I streamed on Twitch in my first year of uni, actually. I don't think the VODs for that are still a thing anymore. But yes, I do have a, Jesus. Oh god, that must be miserable. I can't imagine. Well, I imagine working at a toy store is both miserable and quite wholesome, depending on the customer. Like all public service jobs, it can be miserable or it can be wonderful. As someone that works in a public leaning job, yeah, no. Job. I work fucking basically part-time. God. Which is why recording can be such a hassle, because my shifts fluctuate so aggressively. Yeah, I also agree. 5-year-olds shouldn't have TikTok. I think there is something marginally illegal about that, but I mean, I guess it depends on the country. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't have a social media account until you're 13 by legal shenanigans like Twitter, Facebook. You shouldn't have those till you're 13. Instagram as well. So TikTok probably should be the same. I mean, if I eventually Oh, the hair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The luscious locks of mine. Yeah, but yeah, no. If I ever have kids, I am not letting them use the internet until they're like at least double digits. My kids are not setting foot on the internet. No, 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 no. Having grown up on the internet, I know what this place is like. Same. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they both have a kid. Not together, of course, Jesus Christ, separately with their partners. And both of their kids, are on tablets. One's like 5, and I'm like, oh no, he's ruined for life, poor guy. And the other one is like 2, so. Yeah, most parents these days don't care, which is a shame, because if you're going to have kids, you shouldn't be having kids unless you care. That's just my opinion. Like, you should not commit to having kids. You shouldn't be trying for kids unless you are going to be raising them properly, in my opinion. Not really the stuff I usually talk about, but hey, it's come up. Like, just what I think. Hence why I'm cripplingly single. But hey, here we are. Yeah, you can have parental controls over tablets and websites and stuff, but again, I think just part of me has kind of regressed to that traditionalist. No, just complete. What's the word? Chastity is not the word, but you know what I mean, right? Chastity is not the word, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know, you understand. Oh. Dread sorrow can't turn away. Yeah, I mean, people just ignore rules if they don't think they're going to get punished for it. And if being just told, oh, don't do that is all that happens, I'll still do it. Like, it's just kind of the way it is. Everywhere, really. I mean, there was an incident, well, I say incident, but it was, in Japan. They had to close off a couple streets in Kyoto because tourists weren't following the rules of not taking photos of geishas, not touching the geishas, in public. So, they had to close off streets, and now people are like, getting all up in arms for the things that they brought upon themselves by them not following the rules that were in place and they were very aware were in place. But people will be people. Most people are, unfortunately, quite ignorant. Not that I mean, I'd like to think I'm not ignorant. You know, I'd like to think I'm somewhat courteous and aware of my surroundings and other people. But who knows? I'm probably oblivious in certain aspects as well, like we all are. But it's just the way it be. People will be people. And, you know, so what? You can't let it get to you, otherwise you will lose your mind. Oh, yeah. There's a certain level to controlling. Obviously, if they're like 7, I think you kind of got to have like a very, very, very watchful eye on what your kids are doing. When they're in like their teens, like 15, 16, 17, obviously 17, they're not quite an adult, but you know, they're getting there. But around like the mid-teens, you can probably let them get on. Because again, by that point, they're ready for social media as laws and such state. You shouldn't get into serious talks to guy to sleep. Oh, you don't seem to know that. I'm a night owl. I'll be up till 2 a.m. regardless. I will be up till 2 a.m. either way. I don't gotta get up till like 10 o'clock to go to work either. So like, I got a line. I'm chilling. And then Monday I'm not in at work. I don't work Mondays, which is a blessing. Because I have driving lessons on Mondays. So, you know, I have them off work so that if my driving lesson shifts in time, I can get to my lesson, because I still can't drive. That's one of the many tragedies of COVID affecting me, is I have not learned to drive. But it means when I have passed my test, my insurance shouldn't be too bad, because I'll be 22 by then. I'm just trying to get an earlier test, because currently my test is booked for January of next year, which is miserable. I could have got a date for sooner, but it is what it is. The date doesn't work out because I'm going to a concert, and so I can't really have my test be mid-afternoon when I need to be at the opposite end of the country later in the day. See, I think I grew up in the point, obviously, Piper, you obviously being older than me, there probably been like a family computer or something that you would have only had a little bit of time to have access to. Whereas I've had a PC, like a proper gaming computer, since I entered secondary school, so I was like 11, 12-ish. I've had a gaming PC. I had a laptop and a tablet and a phone when I was like 7 or 8. So obviously, I can't really talk saying that kids shouldn't have these things when I did, but I understand the risks, so I don't personally think. Yeah, yeah, it is tragic what goes on in Japan with tourists being rude. But yeah, it is what it is. Ah, God. I imagine, like, what? To be fair, my first phone was like a BlackBerry, where like you had obviously old phones. Obviously, I'm sure everybody in chat knows, but old phones you obviously had to press the buttons multiple times to get specific letters. That was the first phone I ever had when I was very young. I had Bejeweled. I had Bejeweled on that phone, that BlackBerry. That BlackBerry had Bejeweled, and I loved Bejeweled. Bejeweled's a banger of a game. I think it had Tetris on it too, and Snake, of course. Every device can run Snake, like how every device can run Doom. Hell, bacteria can run Doom. Which is hilarious, to say the least. God. I can't believe people actually tested that. But yes, everything can run Doom. Although I've never played it, despite its ease of access on literally every single platform, even non-platforms. Really should try Doom Eternal out at some point, but hey. Tetris over Elden Ring? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've still got to play Elden Ring. I own the game. I've got like 2 hours in it, but I gotta play it at some point. Snake is like the goated game. There's like a web version of Snake that when I was in secondary, when we were in IT class, or if we were ever in the library on the computers for a lesson, everybody would always be playing Snake. Like, always. Even when the teachers weren't looking, they'd just be playing Snake and then tab to whatever they were supposed to be doing. It was so good. Yeah, as you said, kids should grow up to not be dependent on tablets and apps and electronics and such.
Because when the apocalypse comes, we will have nothing.
Or some naysayer would say, doomsayer would probably impart. PS2 shared across the extended family, Jesus. I had a Wii. The original Nintendo Wii and an Xbox 360. All to myself because I'm an only child. I have no direct siblings. I have step siblings, but I don't have any biological ones. But yeah, so I had everything I've had in my life has been mine. So I'm quite privileged in that regard. My phones, my computer, my consoles, bedroom. It's all been mine. All mine. Which has just made life rather convenient if I'm being completely honest. Not having to share my selfish self. Oh, Worms is so good. I love Worms. I remember playing Worms on an iPad when I was like 10 or something. Oh, Worms is such a good game. I love Worms. Oh, a Game Boy. I actually had a Game Boy Advance when I was younger. Not the... Although I did have one of the long ones that looked like a PSP, but I had the little one that flipped out like a flip phone. I can't remember what that model was called, but I had one of those. SP? Game Boy SP? Advance SP or something like that? I don't remember. But yeah. Or is it Game Boy? I can't remember. But yeah, I had one of those when I was younger. Yeah, Worms does go hard. Oh, God. There's so many good games on the GBA. Fire Emblem, 7, 6. Or is it just 7? I think it's 6 and 7. And 8. Pokemon Emerald. One of the came out the year I was born. So I'm not like I say playing it originally, but banger of a game. Advance Wars. I heckin' love Advance Wars. Obviously, that was also... There's also Super Famicom Wars, but that's from before I was even born. And also, I don't think it ever came to the West. because it was on the Famicom, which was the Japanese exclusive version of the Super Nintendo, or just the NES. Just the NES, because then there was the Super Famicom, which had Super Famicom Wars, which was the sequel to Famicom Wars. But there's me divulging into fucking absurd levels. Oh, I've got hiccups. No! Oh my god, getting an NES from a friend. Oh my god, that's so cool. What the hell? Oh my, so my dad, cool, one of the coolest people I've ever met. Cool people I've ever met. He literally is the reason I exist. But he used to collect old consoles, and so obviously he's went through phases of loads of different things. Right now he's on his guitar phase, and he's been on that for I think like 6-7 years now. But he collected all sorts of old consoles. We had like a Neo Geo, obviously a Dreamcast, NES, SNES, everything. Even an old Atari. The old Atari was so good. It's so cool. Obviously, it's an appalling piece of tech by modern standards, but yeah, really cool thing. And then after that, he used to have a cubbyhole in the old house he used to live in that was just full of wires and connected to an old CRT TV, connected up to a million different consoles. It was probably a serious health and safety risk, but it was really cool. And then after that, he went on to collecting arcade machines. And like in the conservatory we used to have, there was like 5 arcade cabs. Oh, God, so cool. Oh, my arcades. That's something kids these days won't grow up with, is arcades. Arcades are my shit. I love an arcade. Playing Dinosaur King on the cabinet by the sea? Hell yeah. That's where it's at. Those are the vibes. Those really are the vibes. Right. I think, unless anybody else has anything to say, we will probably wrap things up here. Pushing quite close to 3 hours. Streams in future would probably be 3-4 hours long if I started earlier in the day. Obviously today I didn't start till nearly 8 o'clock. So of course this stream would have gone on longer if it wasn't going to be midnight in an hour and a half. But yeah, we'll end this here. I hope you've all had a wonderful time. Oh, fighting games. Oh my god, I fucking love fighting games. Don't get me started. But yes. I will be calling it a night here, but I heckin' love fighting games. I was going to play some Guilty Gear Strive today, but that's gone by the by. Maybe next time. Or maybe some Unlighted Birth, or Melty Blood. I don't know. I'll play a fighting game. Maybe Dragon Ball FighterZ. We'll see how things go. But yeah, I'll play fighting games some other time, if that would interest you. After maybe a Kubera session to get you all hooked and enticed. But anyway, yes. I'm Mossy. You've been you. And I hope to next time for another stream. Yeah. Ta-ta. For now.